Hey, how you doing? This is um, Guildmaster Kent with you, and this morning, or today, or this afternoon, we are going to take some time and look if my computer will load. Okay, it's just being stubborn. We're going to look at how we're going to go back to how you start the game. This is for beginners on how you do the game and how we play. When you first start the game, you start in Land of Fire, and the first boss you get is, of course, the Orc King. And he's very simple to do. You don't need outside help with him. You don't really need it. I mean, you can pretty much handle it yourself. The one that I get is Zarvark. Okay, he's the monster hunter that you get at first. Then you go into Land of Fire. Now you get the Cyclops. Okay, he's not so bad. He is a little hard to do. And then you get the Cruel. Okay, he is easy to beat too. You get him fairly early in the game. Then you go into the Mist, and the boss you get there is Sylvia. Okay, you get her. Now, with her, you should, by this time, you should be in a guild because you're going to need help with her. She's not a boss that you can do by yourself. The other two bosses, build up your time and build up your thing and build that up and get that out of the way. Get as much on energy and stamina as you can. By this time you should have opened attack and defense, and start working on your attack, defense, and health. The higher they are, the higher you hit, and the better off you're going to get. Then you go into Land of Fire. Now, you get different generals in the Mist. You get Mercedes, she's good. You get Terra, she's good. She's a good general. You get Eva, and then you get a couple of different generals. They are good. When you start getting these lands that you work on your ruins, I don't suggest you work on your ruins right away because it's not really important. The thing I suggest as a new player is that you get all the cleric stuff or healer, whichever way you want to say it. Then you get Land of Earth. Now you get one of the good generals, Dante. Okay, he's a really good general. He's a fairly strong general, and the other one you get is Vados. Okay, she's really good too. She's a mage general. Now, once you do once you do those four lands, you get into the demon realm, and this is where you get Axris. Okay, he is actually a really cool general to get, and he actually is kind of cool because in Land of Earth you get Sid, Zavark. Now that's the monster hunter I was telling you about. You get Zenon, Gillian, and Zerino, Terra, Mercedes, Eden, Taita. They're all good to have. But this is where you start getting into the better generals and the heavier hitter generals. Morgan is not too good at all. Okay, but this is where you get Lika and Riku. Okay, they are twins, and I tell you, man, they have an amazing attack. Okay, Dante, as I said. Then you get Elizabeth and Vanquish. Artis is the one that you get in the undead realm. Sorry, I thought it was in the demon realm. And then you get Natasha in Atlantis. I'll talk about that in a later date on what you do there, because she takes a technique to get. And once you're in demon realm, then I suggest that you switch to demi quests and do all your demi quests, because by this time you should have your demi quests built up to 4,500, which will give you all the demi quests that there is, and be able to give you good stuff. Oh yes, sorry, I forgot. In Land of Fire or Land of Water, you get the Mephras, and he's a hard one to beat. You'll need help with him. If you're not in a guild by now, you should be in one in Land of Water. Demon Realm, you cannot defeat Kira without having other on your team. You just can't do it. Don't even try. Okay? Then you go to Undead Realm, and this is where you get Avarice. Okay? And he's actually a really good general. He's actually better than Dante. And you fight Lotus, the undead. Now, she is difficult to beat. Okay, she has strong defense, and she's really hard to beat. Then you get the undead world, and in the undead world, the boss that you get is a really strong boss. Okay, it's Death Ruin. Okay, he's extremely hard to beat. His defense is extremely high. Okay, and when you hit him, you really have to hit him hard. Okay, because you need good attack with him. Then you get the Kingdom of Heaven. Now, I don't suggest that you attack this one without a whole guild behind you. You get Avrana, the Archangel, and as I said, as you get up, the defense gets higher, and they're harder to beat. Then in Ivory City, you get Alpha Mentras, and as I said, these have high defense, and I don't suggest you do them without having a strong team behind you, because now here's a good one, the Rebel Leader. Okay, when you get to this one, this guy, he's extremely hard to beat. He has high defense. He has divine weapons, and it's just it's a phenomenal battle, but it's an extremely hard battle. Okay, and he's really hard to beat. You need a couple of heavy hitters with you on this one. I don't suggest you put it out to public, because what happens with these public monsters is guys come in and they take it down, and then you have to build up. They don't care about healing, so And then you get Cavargus. He is a demigod, and he is exceptionally hard to beat. This is the land I'm on, um, and I'm working on this land right now. And get Daberna. Okay, she's extremely hard to beat. Okay, I don't suggest that you even attempt her without having a guild behind you. Uh, it's just a really bad idea. Okay, because you're going to die quick. Uh, Janena, okay, um, she has extremely high defense. She has divine weapons, okay, and it's just not a good idea. Then the next land you go to, as you see, that once you get by Ivory City, you start completing them or doubling the lands. And as you get up there, the fire is more and more predominant. Then you have Land of Earth and the different lands, and they go from lands 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And I suggest that if you're going to do these, that you take your time and do your demis and get all your weapons, because once you complete your demi quests, you get the sword that is extremely powerful, which is the redemption sword, and it's extremely powerful for what you get it for, and that's just doing 4,500 on the last demigod. And it has extremely high good stuff. In the next one, I'm going to do equipment for now. That's all I'm going. For the next one, I'm going to cover Atlantis and see in there on what it's all about. Atlantis is extremely hard, so I'll do that at a later date. I think you'd be more inclined to having equipment, so that's what I'm going to do next. So this is what it is about, and this is where it is about, and what your gods are. Take care. God bless.